You're doing all this complaining. I'm the one that's maybe dying.
And that's not even cash money too, because then what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when like my fucking homie's gone? Like, it's just not cash money, my dude.
I'll be back in 3 days.
Fuck are you, Jesus?
Yeah, we established that already.
No, you're the fucking living cockroach at this fucking point.
Yeah, well, they're finding an effective way of getting rid of me. It is so fucking hot in my office.
Well, you're sweating it out.
It's not even that. Like, it's 76 degrees inside, and it's how hot is it outside? $76 inside and 66 outside. It's like no matter where I go, it's just not cold.
Do you mean to tell me these motherfucking forgot you're recording?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely recording now, so be careful what you say.
I forgot you're recording because you didn't give me the countdown, and I almost dropped a word that would have gotten you in trouble on YouTube. You mean to tell me these fucking human beings blew the fuck up out of my phone just to get some fucking solar, just to get some fucking times for hunting?
Google.
They're old!
No excuse.
Fuck. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, let's just fucking run this.
I generally don't remember why we're here in the office.
We came to say like, hey, we're railing your daughter.
I mean, I think she already knew that part. I think we're here to try and convince her that that's her daughter.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I think it's that.
The next day, we went to visit the headmistress first thing after class. The headmistress eyed the three of us with suspicion. Bet you gave birth to me.
It's like you gave birth.
She let out a chuckle as if realizing something.
I don't know. You know, I knew some people that were pregnant in middle school. Does that count?
Moving on. You don't need to hear about none of that nasty stuff.
An unwed mother, huh? Damn.
What about a mother that forgets she's a mother? How about that one?
Homie, I don't fucking know anymore.
Let her have it, Ayaka. Fuck her up. Use that talk no jutsu on her.
Talk. Oh, that's a fucking thing.
The headmistress sounded genuinely baffled.
Yeah, but
the one before that.
Blessed by God.
She looked up at her in alarm, but rage spread slowly through her face. It's not a secret shower, she's right there.
Ayaka-san, あなた熱でもあるんじゃなくて？さっきからわけのわからないことばかり言っている。
It was clearly meant to provoke her, but from where I was standing, Ayaka-san just looked sad.
It was.
何が？
不倫の恋をして結婚できないということは神の祝福もまた受けられないということだから。
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot they're super fucking religious.
私の母親とされていた富江さんですけど。
は？
Reheat
Let
the
her
oven
have
to
it.
tree fitty.
The headmistress's mouth
Or the
formed a
perfect
perfect
O.
O, but Ayaka-san ignored her to
A
continue.
perfect Susano. Hey.
お母様の親友だったんですよね。
Careful, don't make me laugh, you might kill me.
I'm sorry. Fuck. I didn't realize I made you laugh. Hell yeah, let's go.
親友の夫を奪ってしまって、普通の人でも両親の呵責を
You
覚え
mean
る
tell
と
me
こ
I
ろ
need
だわ。
9 fucking eggs for sliders? Alright, bet.
お母様の場合、
You're making sliders?
I'm making breakfast sliders as like shit to bring into work when with my overnight oats.
敬虔なクリスチャンですから。会員は滞在になる。
Let her have it,
Maybe
Ayaka.
spinach? Fuck that. Give it to her.
うるさいわね。先に裏切ったのは、問題を起こしたのは富江さんの方なのよ。私は
Comforted him.
あの人を
Oh yeah.
慰めてあげて、
With my mouth.
ただそれだけのことで。
Exactly.
でも、癌で入院していた人が浮気なんかできると思う？
Ooh. We dropping bombs.
ガン？
A tremble went through the headmistress's shoulders. She pressed her hand to her forehead, her brow knitted as if she were trying to remember something.
ガンって、富江さんが？
The headmistress had forgotten the truth, rather she had locked it away at the back of her mind.
親友の死因なのに、お母様は覚えていないの？
This bitch is crazy.
死因？
Oh, I forgot another rant that I
Oh
had.
boy.
This is a short one. So I got notifications from like the news app that I like, the not the really like the news newsletter I get every day through like my emails, just to make it easier for me because I don't like to trudge through bullshit. And I got it forwarded to me like twice, once by my mom and once by the waifu from Reddit for some unholy fucking reason. I even saw it on Reddit myself. It was like, Biden is planning to, fuck, what is this? Oh, to date this, it's December 30th, 2021. And I need to pay, and I have to start paying student loans the end of February. And it was like, Biden decides to extend federal student loans till May 1st. Cool. Going and checking my new loan provider, right? Yeah, my forbearance ends in 32 days. You in the survey said that was a goddamn lie. Fucking hate people. That was it. I just want to let you know that.
Student loans sound like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, 20 grand. Specifically $20,555.12.
She repeated the words distantly.
お父さんとの馴れ初めは？
慣れ初め？それは
It's like we're
私が
fucking like
あの店の常連で。
making her rip the fucking memories from her fucking brain into this shit.
あの店？どの店よ？
This man had a restaurant fresh out of school?
だから、
I mean, shit, sounds like you.
I don't have a restaurant, I work at a
なん
restaurant.
て言ったかしら。
Okay, fair.
Her earlier oppressive air had vanished, and her statements were now all like questions.
ああ、そう。パッパトーレ月の石じゃない。私はそこであの人と。
違う。パッパトーレ月の石はお父さんがオーナーシェフとして開いた
Holy
店でしょ。
fuck.
10年前に。
Going through fucking revelation right
The
now.
headmistress's body was trembling all over now.
名前が出てこないの。あなたは行ったことなんかないから。お父さんが修行していた店に。つまり、二人が出会ったのは富江さんの病室。
The headmistress shook her head over and over, denying it.
きっと お互い一目惚れだったんでしょうね。
バカな。富江
Hear
さんと
about
あの
that
人は
bitch?
夫婦で、私はそのようなみだらな想像など。
Mm-hmm.
Her face had turned so pale, one might think she was ill. Or maybe she really did feel sick.
マグダラのマリアを気取るのもいい加減にしたらどう？
Her voice was shockingly harsh.
出会うのが早いか遅いかという問題だってあるでしょ。いずれにしろ、
She's a cold ass piece, and I like this.
人を好きになるということは決して悪いことではないわ。
Oh, Topsy, it's like I fell in love with you.
Back, you heathen. The small trembles running through her body became larger.
お母様、あなたは妻のある人を愛してしまったの。
Yeah, and I fell in love with a married man. His name's Topsy.
その結果、
Are you trying to have sex with me?
Yes.
私が生まれた。
Look out!
お母さん
Bitch down!
This bitch just got knocked off, like,
I flew out suddenly.
fucking fainted.
Her face had gone beyond merely pale. Now it was as white as a sheet.
Holy shit.
Frisco-chan touched her forehead.
汗びっしょり。おでこは冷たいのに。
Are we killing this bitch? Keep going!
Do us a favor. Anyway, let's get her to the sofa.
お願い、私は保健の先生を呼んでくるわ。
私も手伝いましょうか。
No, I think I can handle
I
it.
forget we're Messiah, the Giga Chad.
The super Giga Chad
I
Messiah.
picked her up and carried her to the sofa.
びっくりしました。急に倒れたので。
Hey, my dumbass mom collapsed. Me too, but she... Yeah, fuck. Me too, but she had clearly been suffering for a while. God, I'm fucking retarded.
Frisco-chan knelt down next to her mother and touched her forehead again.
Some kind of chronic disease?
It's called being a bitch.
いえ、それはないと思います。姉さんに追求されて、それが苦しかったのではないかと。
I thought so. I thought so. She started acting strangely the minute Ayaka-san started contradicting what she thought she knew.
自分で自分をごまかしていたんですね。
Obviously.
Bitches be bitches, and they're dumb. Right, what was that Mary... Fuck. Mary Magdalene thing she mentioned?
Magdalene.
Magdalene, thank you. Fun fact, Master never taught me how to read.
妻ともされる女性です。
Is that allowed?
Hmm?
I made a slave joke, and I wanted to know if that was
I don't
okay.
care.
Okay, cool. Oh, he was married?
あくまでそういう説があるというだけですから、教派自体いくつもありますし。
So what you're saying is, Jesus fucked.
A lot. I respect that. Ah, I see.
姉さんが関係
The
したのは
blind man pissing in the wind. It's all coming back to me now.
姦淫を犯した女に民衆が石を投げるという話ですが、一説によるとその女がマグダラのマリアともされているので。
What happened to her? Did they stone her to death?
What happened?
You know, I'm gonna guess yes.
いいえ、罪のない者だけが石を投げよ。イエスがそう言うと、民衆は一人残らず去ってしまい、それで女は助かりました。
God damn, you're finicky.
He who is without sin, in other words, those who have never even thought of committing adultery. Surely there is no one like that, in other words. There was no one in the world who was without sin.
I'll give you something to sin about.
Oh,
I can do voices if you need me to.
fine, you do that one then.
I think it's just anemia. She should wake up soon enough. Turn on the air conditioner while I bring a blanket from my office.
はい。
We did all we could, then stood up idly and looked down at the headmistress's sleeping face. But although she was asleep, her face didn't look peaceful at all. She looked like she was suffering terribly.
お母さん
Good.
泣いてる。
Good. You got a fat ass.
Looking like a double white surprise.
God damn it!
God damn.
Well, it sounds like you're doing good over there, bud.
I looked toward the corners of her eyes, and indeed, there were clear drops in them.
どんな夢を見ているのかしらね。
Getting her cheeks clapped by a fucking married man.
4 big guys. Yeah, they bust on my eyes. They eat my ass just like apple pie.
They're just 2 big nuts.
Chapter over. Oh, I guess this is a bitch. Tomi-san was always on my mind. Maybe it was because I felt so close to her. She and I had similar personalities. Also, she's a bitch too. Single-minded and stubborn was such
I'm sorry, when you're doing that voice, I'm thinking of the
of the what?
Ride wife.
Ride wife.
Wife good.
Life good. Wife right back.
Wife
Kill
right back.
wife.
Kill. Wife gone.
Sing about wife. Regret.
Regret. I'm so, when you did that, I was, oh fuck.
Single-minded and stubborn with an unripe sense of justice. We annoyed the people around us and then believed it was all their fault for getting annoyed. That's the kind of girl we were. We were both Christian, but we were in the vast minority. Vincent was founded by ambition. It wasn't really very religious. Because of that, neither of us quite fit in. Maybe that's what made... Fuck. And maybe that's what made us so hard. And...
Oh, fuck.
maybe that's what bound us together so tightly. Life
Are you
good.
sure it wasn't the rope?
We were like 2 peas in a pod. People used to say, in a past life, they must have been twins.
Fuck.
The dead go to meet their final judgment. There's no such thing as reincarnation. I would say that, and they would all shrink back. We were so similar, perhaps it was inevitable that we'd fall in love with the same person. The same people. Of course,
Sorry,
Kaori-sama was the most popular girl in school. She was known as Soleil de Ko. Oh, wait a minute. That's Rise-san's name.
Oh yeah, it is.
But because we had such superficial seriousness, we sincerely believed that our feelings were genuine, not simply trend chasing. In our desperation to be closer to Kaori-sama, we joined the White Lily Society. We made that childish promise. Neither of us moved on without the other, and we kept it for a year. Kaori-sama didn't seem to glow closer to either of us, in particular, which was a relief, and yet felt insufficient.
Yo, they brought back Red Velvet? Oh.
You was in the wrong house, fool. Oh. That year.
I now have like a backlog of games sound. I'm happy.
That year, Kaori-sama was unanimously elected student council president. We both entered the student council after her.
Crazy Pat.
When Kaori-sama became a third-year student, we began looking toward to Chan de Noël In December, even more. Of course, everyone knew that she hadn't exchanged rosaries with anyone yet. Because for a whole year, the rumor had been going through the school that Kami-sama would have to choose someone from her last chance. And we, who had spent so much time with her in the Whiteley Society and the Student Council, felt especially confident. As la tout swear, Kaori-sama, what the fuck did that one mean? Oh, that, never mind. Kaori-sama had put extra caution into being impartial, and showed no signs of liking anyone in particular. And so with that fateful day came, I couldn't believe that I was really the one chosen. I still remember pinching myself to confirm whether or not I was dreaming. I remember how pitifully my hand trembled when I exchanged rosaries with Kaori-sama. The candlelit cathedral was so dark, and Oni-sama's face was so radiant, I couldn't see anything else.
Sorry, what?
Hmm?
No, I'm oh shit, I'm sorry, I just got a heart attack.
Why?
I just saw like the most expensive fucking thing I've seen in my life that's not a car. Why? Is it because it's Damascus? It's basically I'm trying to find ammo while I'm listening to you read this because of one of my friends wants to try and go to the range next year. So I'm just trying to check places to see where I can find ammo for reasonably priced. Here's a $62,000 pistol. And I just died. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah. Yeah, the most I'd spend would be like 15, and that's a fucking Barrett.
The time until One-sama graduated in March passed like a dream.
One-sama?
I won't deny that somewhere inside of me I began to feel a feeling of superiority towards my best friend. The love that we had cultivated for so long, for at the time we believed that was real love, was that shattered, things slowly became harder on her. As her best friend, I understood the feeling that I understood it better than anyone, but that was just fostered by an ugly feeling inside of me. Maybe that was what planted the seeds in my heart that allowed me to betray her in later years. But Tome-san acted more nobly than I did. She hid her emotion. She acted happy for me. After Kaori-sama graduated, we in the school finally calmed down. We approached graduation with our friendship intact. Most of the graduating students continued on to Vincennes Women's University, including us, but Kaori-sama wasn't there. Regardless, I was surrounded by people I knew, and at first, it felt like I was merely a continuation of my school life. But that impression faded quickly. There was no longer the feeling of isolation that there was at the academy. That too was natural. Kaori-sama had chosen to marry rather than go to college and move to Tokyo. It's not something that you consider when you're living at school, but everyone ages. Those chances reached her eventually too. Tome-san found a boyfriend. I began to feel an ugly jealousy inside of me. I felt like she had moved on without me. I spent less time with my best friend. Hang on.
No, you're good.
My phone's blowing up.
It's not me. I'm here right with you, baby.
They really are dragging their feet with this, the test results.
Yeah, I think they would.
They said 48 hours, but shit, I don't think it should take 48 hours.
Probably just to, like, confirm everything.
That's
my guess.
I felt something gnawing at me inside, but I kept cutting off our meetings early, perhaps due to my pride. We graduated from college and I returned to my alma mater to teach, as I had decided I would. Tome-san was already engaged and became a housewife, choosing not to work. 1 year after I began my work, she held her wedding. I had heard about him many times before, Tome-san's boyfriend, Koji-san.
Koji.
I saw Koji-san for the first time at her wedding. It felt as if electricity was running through my body. Tears began to flow from my eyes. I thought it was only natural to feel that way at my friend's wedding. But the truth was something far different. They were the tears of blackest grief. For the first time in my life, I had fallen in love at first sight. I was assailed by irrational thoughts. Why wasn't I the one standing there beside him? At the reception, the new couple came by each table to light candles. When they came to mine, it wasn't my best friend's radiant form that caught my eye, but the face of a man I had never met. When the bride addressed me, I gasped and looked at her. I spat the words congratulations from my mouth mechanically. From that day forward, we grew more and more estranged. Tommy-san most likely thought it was just because I was still single.
And ready to fuck.
My feelings of attraction towards a married man terrified me. As the years passed, we barely spoke to each other at all. As a result, I was shocked beyond belief when I heard that Tommy-san was in the hospital with an illness. I went to see her right away. At the time, the only thought on my mind was concern for my best friend, or so I wanted to believe.
Oh boy, you're getting your fucking speech in, aren't you?
But my unrequited love was still smoldering inside of me. I met Koji-san. Well, I again met Koji-san there in the hospital that smelled of death. It was the second time we'd met, but he acted as though it were the first. There was no sign of the healthy, beautiful Tomi-san I had known there. It was cancer, they said. Koji-san had chosen to announce it, so Tomi-san found out right away. She was too young for such tragedy. For the first time in my life, I questioned the existence of God.
That every fucking day of my life.
I couldn't stand to watch Koji-san's sadness. Tomi-san and I restored our friendship quickly. And yet, more and more, Tomi-san remained in bed. While I was free, I was fucking her husband.
Well, I was free, I was piping down a man.
I wondered how aware of that I was. Looking back at it now, it's too sad to think about. I betrayed my one and only best friend. Those hellish days began. Days of betrayal. Of love that ate away at me. As a Christian, I had always imagined a blessed wedding day, but now that was beyond me. Day by day, my friend grew weaker. She had lost so much weight that her eyes had grown larger. Every night they stared at me, as if seeing into all my sins and betrayal. Then in May, when the fresh bud announced new life, she neared the end of hers. When I learned that her illness had entered the critical stage, I rushed to the hospital. Just then, a violent nausea took over me, and I had to rush to the bathroom. I stared down at the whitewashed bed and retched. I had noticed that I had missed my monthly cycle, but I ignored it as a mere menstrual irregularity.
Oh, God.
I turned on the faucet and splashed cold water on my face, denying it in my mind again and again. Tomei-san was called to heaven. Meanwhile, my stomach had swollen too large to be ignored.
I'm sorry, that's not funny.
Vaguely, I remembered what people had said about us as girls, twins in a former life. I began to believe that the child growing inside of me might be Tomei-san's reincarnation. I felt the nausea welling up inside of me again.
Oh, it's fucking gold.
I no longer had it in me to dismiss such words as a joke. That's when the memories became hazy. I believe I took a year's leave of absence from work, but I'm not certain. I don't have any memories of a ceremony. Maybe we decided that a wedding was out of the question. I have very few memories of the birth, too. The next thing I knew, there was a baby in the house. They said that the girl was my daughter. I couldn't believe it. I thought they were lying to me. I couldn't accept the cries of that new baby as accusations of my own betrayal. The child. It couldn't be my child. It must have been the child Tomei-san left behind. It meant that I stole her, of course, but that sin would be a lesser one. My mind was clouded by a heavy fog, but it began to clear by the time of my second pregnancy. After Ritsuko was born, things became much clearer. Clearly, Ayaka-san was Tomei-san's child. It was all perfectly clear in my mind. I was strict in my dealings with Ayaka-san. My husband always smiled at it with discomfort, but he never really tried to rebuke me. She's your best friend's child, so why can't you love her? When I tried to probe deeper, a milky whiteness flooded into my brain, and I had to stop.
I'm sorry. What? A milky... She got fucking nutted in again?
She got mind fucked.
I heard that. Oh my, wait a fucking minute here.
Ayaka-san was so young, she realized there was something she should never have... She realized there was something she would never have to have no matter what she... Fuck me. Something she would never have no matter how she wanted it. And the only way that she could protect herself was to put on a mask. Why wouldn't God punish me?
Well done, my soul.
Why did I have to run from my friend to the very end? I felt like I was going insane. And more I began to resent Ayaka-san. Now I know. Ayaka-san's not my best friend's child. She is mine. How long am I going to make her suffer like this? My daughter chose to throw aside her mask and tell me how she felt, so why can't I?
Oh, wow.
Tears streamed from her eyes as the headmistress finally awoke.
Oh.
She lifted up just her head and looked around the room in confusion. The moment her gaze fell on Ayaka-san, her expression froze.
Tomie-san.
Oh, is she even more crazy now?
Yes. She realized the errors of her ways.
Some sort of light appeared in the headmistress's eyes. Fear, but it disappeared again immediately.
Fear.
私は一体
You passed out, bitch.
She sat up to realize she was lying down on her own couch.
貧血だそうよ。
Amnesia? Oh, anemia. I'm fucking stupid.
大丈夫なの？ええ、特に問題はないわ。
You know who we need to help deal with the headmistress?
Some head dick.
A pimp named Slickback. You put that bitch in her place.
You put everybody in their place.
The headmistress folded up the blanket and sat down properly on the sofa. Ayaka-san spoke, her expression pointed.
お母様、さっきの話だけど。
But to knock your ass back out again with my words.
さっきの話？
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Ayaka-san sighed. The response didn't sound fake to me either.
何かしらこれ。
She touched the corners of her eyes and stared at her fingertips. She stared in disbelief for a moment as she realized they were tears.
お母さん泣いていたから。
今日のところはこれで失礼し
God
ま
damn
す。
it, don't give up
お
now.
母様。
今日のところ。
Oh, don't give up. Never give up.
行きましょう。
I never wanna dance
At her
again.
urging, Risco-chan and I stood up.
待ちなさい。彩香さん。
You're out of touch. I'm out of time.
Oh, fucking Christ.
You know, the fucking video of the Yu-Gi-Oh characters dancing?
Fucking, why'd you bring that back in my brain? I hate you so fucking much. You're
何か
out of touch.
いえ。なんでもないわ。
When we're done recording, I'm popping up some kettle corn and watching anime.
Hey man, you live your fucking best life, homie.
失礼します。
That night, Ayaka-san and Risco-chan came to my room. Threesome!
Hey yo! Oh, did you see that fucking thing that I shared in our chat?
Which one?
The boys? Oh, you meant which one? I'm a fucking idiot. It was the one I tagged Ben and I said sound like some New York shit.
Oh yeah, that.
Failed threesome set off deadly triple shooting at at a home. Suspect charged. I'm like, homie, what? That sounds like some shit from New York.
Yeah, it sounds more like a Florida thing. It's your line, by the way.
Oh shit, sorry. I was a little shocked. I didn't think she'd just pass out like that.
ええ。ただまあ、ああなってお母様も長いでしょ。すぐに目を覚ましてくれるとは、私も期待していなかったわ。
Yeah, but if she won't listen to you, I wonder how we can get your point through to her.
Ayaka-san's real mother had ignored her feelings for almost 20 years. We had to put a stop to it as soon as possible.
お母さんは結局何を望んでいるのかしら。
ん？
I forgot how
姉さんを
calming
無
this
視する
music
ことで、
Huh?
それともただ
I
純粋に
forgot
過
how
去の過ちを
calming
直視する
this
こと
music
が
Ah, yeah,
多
right.
いだけなのかしら。なんとなくだけど、お母さんはそんなタイプじゃないように思うの。
Ritsuko-chan seemed to answer her own question.
というと？
よく言えば正義感が強くて、悪く言えば独善的。そんなお母さんがただ逃げ回るだけっていうのは少しそぐわないような気がするから。
まあけど、そんなお母様でも逃げないではいられないほど辛かったんでしょうし。
Hold on.
Hold on.
Okay, hopefully that's
そ
better.
れはまあそうなんだけど。
What she wants forgiveness from Tomi-san? Oh, I want you to
むしろ
know,
罰のような気がするんです。
I've been I've been trying to work out every morning when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I do them in sets of 3. I want to try and do sets of 5, but right now I can only do sets of 3. It's 5 push-ups, 10 toe touches, and 10 seconds of mountain climbers, like back to back to back. So right now, because of how I'm not used to doing push-ups, I have to do like the knee push-ups. So I do a couple more. And then I go straight to toe touches and straight to mountain climbers, and then immediately right back to push-ups. And I do that every morning, and I'm trying to do that every morning.
Doing any planking yet?
Not yet. I'm going to start that the first Sunday because that's when I actually want to start doing it for the entire year. I'm just trying to get my body used to it right now. And I know it sounds like a cop-out, but I promise you it's not.
As long as you're doing something.
I'm trying to work up to it, and then I'm going to try and take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm doing it. Sorry. Oh, shit. Punishment?
お母さんの性格を考えると